Hey y'all, how you perking? I hope you're perking good. So it is that time again to tune in and channel a message to see what is it that we most need to know right now. What is the message from the light beings that we really need to know right now, given the lay of the land of everything that's going on in this world? So we are about to tune in, see what I channeled whenever I got into my space and let it flow. Gonna read that out for everybody right here. Long time no see. I am aware. I've got my reasons, but people are probably not interested. So I might tell the Perk Squad members, though, in the extended videos, I might talk to them about it a little bit more. It's a little bit safer to chat about things real and raw over there, since that's behind a bit of a paywall and not here on the main channel where it's exposed to the public and it can get intense. So, but anywho, suffice it to say, doing my best in here, and glad to be able to reconnect with y'all and do this message today. So been looking forward to that, glad that we're able to, and here we go. Let's go ahead, not waste any time here. Let me pull it up on my side. Where do I have it? Right here. Okay, and so for anybody new joining, if anybody new is joining, every month we just get to pull everything down, get a little bit quiet, get a little bit pensive, and channel a message from light beings to see what do we most need to know right now, and get some insights about what's coming. How should we handle this? What do we do? How do we deal? You know, all the things. So this helps us process every month. Love to be able to do this. Licensed mental health clinician and a spiritual intuitive. So here we go. Alrighty, y'all. The message for today that they wanted us to know is all. We are happy to join you here today to share a message that everyone needs to hear at this time. This is a time of dysregulation and disrepair. A time where it may seem to you that chaos takes over and that your societies may be beyond the point of no return. We know that many of you feel as if times are bleak or scary. We hear you. We see you. And we are continuing to guide you through it. It is true that these are no ordinary times, but it is also true that you are no ordinary people. You are souls who came prepared to join this world at this time for a reason. Stand your ground. We keep saying that many changes are coming, and you all have seen this to be true, for many changes have come already, and many others are still underway. Some changes may take place quickly, but others will move slower. There is a reason for this, dear ones. Sometimes gradual change is necessary. Think for a moment of an athlete. This athlete is training to run a marathon. Do they start their training by running a marathon on day one? No. They first begin with small tasks such as stretching, learning how to breathe properly and sustainably, learning how to pace themselves effectively, learning the best stride, the best means to work with their bodies. Then they begin taking on small distances, then longer runs, then finally longer distances. It is a gradual process for a reason. Nothing must be out of place. Nothing must begin too soon, for in impatience lies the risk of injury that would prohibit the athlete from the chance of running the marathon at all. This too is happening in your world right now. You are all frustrated with the slowness of what you would consider the major changes that you so desperately seek right now. We see your frustration and understand it, though this is the way it must be. Please know that all is occurring in divine timing and divine order. Please continue to trust the process. Please continue to trust us. We are here, helping you every step of the way. In good time, your world will be ready for the marathon. We love you so very much. Your spirit guides. So y'all, that is the message that they put out here today. The first one, we always do a second message for the Perk Squad. So anybody wanting to hear the second message, there's the blue join button down below or the link in the description box if you'd like to be a member of the Perk Squad. But this is the message that they decided to give us today. And I thought it was really interesting that they were talking about an athlete in a marathon, considering I am not an athlete. I've never run a marathon. I never wanted to run a marathon. There's not a marathon bone in my body. I only run in times of imminent danger or death. So if I think somebody's chasing me, or like I was getting chased by a bear, yeah, I would run then. But outside of that, you're not gonna see me running. Anybody else out there like that? Anybody else like, yeah, I'm not gonna run unless I'm being chased by something that's actually a threat. So it's so interesting sometimes when I channel things that I'm like, I resonate with the meaning of this. This makes sense to me. This is, kind of profound. I really like how this translates. Like, that's a good example for my brain to be able to wrap around. But then I'm like, apparently they know more about steps of training a marathon than I do, because it ain't gonna happen. It ain't gonna happen. But I thought it made a lot of sense. And it was interesting this time that they came from a very practical standpoint. Sometimes we get messages that are more broad and kind of ethereal, sometimes abstract. But this time it was very pointed and very logical, pragmatic. And there was something that landed well for me in that. So y'all tell me what y'all think, what y'all got out of it, what resonated for you specifically, and what you're gonna do with this information. Like, now you have this information from the guides. What are you gonna do with it? What are you gonna do? Patience apparently is a virtue from what they were saying in there, and we know that that's not something I have in leaps and bounds. Triple fire sign here, being that my chart is 65% fire. I have a hard time with patience, but I'm trying to get there, y'all. I'm trying to get there. So yeah, like I said, second message over there on the Perk Squad. And speaking of Perk Squad, I always like to do a video shout out. That's one of the perks of the Perk Squad. You can, when you click the join button, you can read all the different perks. There's a lot of them, and there's more than is even listed there. They just ran out of room. They only let you list 5, and there's more than 5. But one of the perks of the Perk Squad, video shout outs. So shout out to you, Lavender Bee. Shout out to you. Thank you for being a member of the Perk Squad. Happy to have you here. And so shout out to you, Lavender Bee. Thank you for being here. And yeah, love to give shout outs for people in the Perk Squad. So happy to have you here on the channel, and thank you. And yeah, I'll be coming at y'all with your second message. I'll be coming at everyone else with another video up here in the future. We are getting dangerously close to May, and so of course we're gonna have a May 2023 predictions video to come out fairly soon. And yeah, until then, I reckon we will put a B-roll here, get some puppy shenanigans and whatever else going on in my life, some funny whatever to end on an even higher note. And as always, if you'd like a private reading with me, then website down below, BeasTalksAndTarot.com. You can schedule a private reading. I've got lots of services up there. If you go to my website, you can see private reading, Reiki Energy Healing, life coaching, learning how to read tarot cards like me, all this kind of stuff. If you want to read the way I read, all that's there, as you know. So don't be a stranger. Penelope and I would love to see you here again. We're in our matching blues. This kind of turns a little bit purple on the camera, but it really is blue. It's a cute little top. I'm in my 90s gig today. Look at me with my like high-waisted, like really loose, wide-legged pants and my little white flats. This is like living my 90s dream here today. I've been stuck in the 90s. The low ponytail. Low pony. I've been stuck in the 90s here lately. Anyway, Penelope and I would love to have you, so don't be a stranger. Come back and see us, and we will talk at you later. Bye, love me. Bye, love me. Bye, y'all. His face upside down is both scary and terrifying. I'll have to show you the video because his face, I'll take a screenshot of what his face looked like just then upside down because it was,
I saw some from over here, but
it was so weird. She pulled a Scoot by putting her neck on him like Scoot does.
That's what she did at the beginning. I was like, oh, look.
Are you finished?
Yeah, look at me.
And you're back. Lord.